SirPigglezWorth, or Shad, at least that's what my friends call me. I'm going to be starting a Space Engineers modded survival. I'm fairly new to the game. I've played only about 100-ish hours, and I started in space with a basic scenario, and it was quite fun, but after dumping a lot of time into the world, I realized how easy mods were to add, and some of them, aren't game-breaking and pretty balanced, and especially adding more, like, encounters and stuff like that, and ships to take over. Some of the vanilla ones were pretty boring. So I'm going to be starting this survival series, and it's going to be called Last Alive Space Colonization, and it's my YouTube's survival series, and it happens to be modded. Going to survival, you can take a quick glance at my settings. I've already done everything. If you're really that intrusive, you can pause the video and check it out. We'll go with the mods. I'll release a mod list eventually, but we're running close to 200 mods. A lot of them are just small quality of life mods, better just extra things in general, and they're pretty helpful. And we're going to go ahead and click start and hopefully get a decent drop. It's probably going to take a second for all the mods to load, so we're just going to chill out and listen to the in-game music, which I absolutely love the music in this game. I guess it's going to take a little bit. 164 out of 165 though. I'll probably cut this little bit out. So... Alright, well actually I don't think I need to cut it since we're getting in the game here. It's going to load for a bit. I do apologize if you hear background noise. I have quite a few siblings, and some of them are still small and very loud. So even though I'm as far away as I can be, and I have my settings all hooked up on the microphone to hopefully hear me pretty clearly, and not the computer where you might still hear kids screaming even though they should be going to bed soon. Alright, keep loading. Maybe load a little faster. I don't know. We do have quite a few mods, and I do believe it's going to be quite... Okay, not quite. Pretty hard to start out. I don't know how to set up modular encounters or anything like that because I'm relatively new, so I just kind of I looked at a few different mod packs that some other people had, and I threw in some of their encounters and stuff like that. Basically, I just pick and chose mods that looked fun to me and things like that. So we're going to start on the Earth-like planet, and then we're going to make our way out to all these other planets. So we're going to go with the Earth-like drop pod, and we are going to respawn. And let's see how this goes. Alright, here we are, starting in a rover. Ooh. Let's go ahead and... How close is the ground? We're going to go ahead and pop these. Ooh, no. Ooh, my. Ooh, how close is the ground to us? Maybe not that close. Let's see. Ooh, I should have looked out for an ice lake, maybe. Starting with a rover. That looks like a big canyon. I feel like maybe go over the mountains or head that way down in the valley around the mountain. Alright, we're coming up on the ground here. Not too fast, hopefully. Got my ore detector on. Let's turn the gyros on. Let's turn the gyros off. Never mind. What was that? Okay, let's go ahead and land. Alright, there we go. Let's cut those off. Alright, let's hop out here real quick. Got like tools. Check our inventory. Just our basic tools here. Let's clean up the bar a little bit. Alright, there we go. As you can see from my HUD, I do have a different HUD going from the vanilla. It's pretty good. We're going to conserve all of that. Let's see what we got on our ship here. We got a survival kit slammed in the back, some brake lights. That's nice. What else do we have on here? Let's go and look at the inventory of our vessel. Let's grab our oxygen bottles and stuff. Let's go back here and see if we can grab them out. Let's grab our oxygen and hydrogen bottle. Extra tools. We got a gun on here. Let's grab our ammo. And we have a GPS here that I can click to read, I guess. And I think that's all we got. So let's check out what this says. Right-click to read. Looking for reliable contracts, good trades, or just making good money. You're in luck. Opportunity with these coordinates. Let's create a GPS marker. And since we've read this and already have it as a GPS, it doesn't weigh very much. I guess I'll keep it for now. At least I'll keep it in the cockpit. So step one is going to be finding out what's up. So my respawn pod is technically right there. Where'd that GPS end up? Can we turn that on? Yes, we can. Alrighty, where is that located at? I haven't a clue. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and hop in our rover here. And we're going to mess with some of the wheel settings. We're going to park real quick. And anti-flip system. Yeah, see, the anti-flip system seems to make me want to flip. So I'm not going to use the anti-flip system. So we can turn my lights on and off, it looks like. Keep those off. Let's go to our ore detector real quick. And let's bump that range up to 150 meters. Let's broadcast. Keep that on. We're going to delete our anti-flip system because it's just not too helpful. Got back wheels, we got front wheels, front lights, batteries. Okay, let's check on our batteries. Ooh, we got a bunch of small batteries. They are all full, so that's great. We have a gas generator, which I believe is the modded block we got going. Got a spotlight. Okay, so I'm going to set up my bar here real quick. We're going to go ahead and let's go to our groups. We got our back wheels. We're going to set that to increase and decrease power. And then we're going to grab our front wheels and also decrease and increase power for those. Those were both power, right? I'm just going to redo it just to make sure they were both increase and decrease power. And then I'm just going to... Can I grab them all? Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go grab all of the wheels, and we're going to look at them, and we're going to put our strength at 15. You know what? Let's make it 20%. 20% strength so that we're riding a lot higher and not hurting too much. We're going to actually decrease our power a little bit on a few of these. Let's get our spotlight loaded up too. All blocks. Yeah, let's get our spotlight on here. We can just turn that on and off. Let's go to it. Make sure that its radius is huge, of course. Intensity, offset, no blinking. We don't really want that. I don't know. Let's adjust the color a little bit. Maybe have it a little, not really yellow. I guess white is the color to go with. We got a cargo container. I don't think that's hooked up, is it? So I look at it. Okay, we do have our cargo container right here. Alright, so we have that going. So I can increase and decrease power. We've got a front wheel steering. We have silicone right up in here. Magnesium. Ooh, that's great. And ice. Okay, we're going to go for the ice that I just saw over there. Okay, we're gonna drive just a little bit farther ahead. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna collect some ice real quick. With my drill. Got silicone right there, magnesium. So magnesium and silicone are pretty good. Maybe we'll head our way over that. Ooh, that's far. And we have a transport vessel there. Let's go ahead and get our gun down on our bar. There we go. Is that coming in at us? I don't know. Let's turn our... Oh. We need our antenna real quick. If we're going to... So there's silicon and there's ice right here. So we're going to just crouch and I'm going to right click drill down to the ice. And it's just going to be a straight down hole because I do have a little bit of ice in the car. And I also have my hydrogen and oxygen bottle on me. So I should be able to fly out of this hole with no problem. We'll go ahead and turn our lights on. We are going to need to find a way to power our ship relatively quickly, but I think it's got a decent amount of power in it. We might make a hydrogen engine. And here we go, hit some ice down here. Alright, let's get some of this. Give me the ice. Alright, how much ice is that? Like 3K ice? I think 3K ice is good enough. Let's just get a little more. So the first episode is going to be a little bit longer, and you know, let's grab all the stone too that we were actually neglecting to get, because then I can actually process that with my survival kit. And let's go ahead and head out of this hole, and I'm gonna actually GPS this as /GPS, oop, not caps, GPS, some ice. There we go. And we also know that that's a hole, so we won't fall on that. Let's go back to our survival kit, grab a little bit of energy and health, and let's toss our little bit of stone we have in there. So hopefully it can start processing. And can I put stuff from here to the ice generator? I can't. That's a lot more helpful. A little bit more ice, a little bit more everything. So I'm not sure what to start off with here. I'm not sure if I want to make a giant base. I kind of want to explore around and find like a nice area before I make too much. So let's actually... So I think if silicon was that easy to find, then I'm also gonna, I guess, make another hole here for silicon and that. So is my stone's not being processed by my survival kit? Why are you not processing the stone? Do you not have power? Or is it not enough stone? Huh. I don't know. But we're gonna... Here, let's move this real quick. We're gonna move the rover real quick. Just a little bit farther forward. And park it over here. It's gonna be nighttime relatively soon. Also, hopefully... Yeah, 9K's out. Okay, they're not coming for me right off the bat, which is great. Where is our silicon? I'll just go over here a little bit, or... Yeah, I guess so. And I'm actually going to not right-click drill down to it, just so I can grab the stone. And I might speed up this a little bit faster for you guys. But, as of right now... Give me all this stuff. We're we're gonna start right-click drilling down. Yeah, 1,000 stone. Yeah, I don't really care. That would be silicone. Or is this not yet silicone? This is not yet silicone. Kinda get over there. I do have a pretty massive inventory on my player character. Just for the sake of it being modded, you know, have a little bit more fun. This is silicone, and I am definitely wasting it. Because I was right-click drilling, hoping I would get closer to it. And now that we're down here, I'm just going to mine a bunch up before I actually start collecting it. Maybe I'll just hold F while I collect some. Collect a bunch of silicone. You never have too much. I believe we need a lot of silicone to make some solar cells. So, let's grab all this. Get full here. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Alright, let's get up and out of this hole. And I will mark this hole as well. Woo! Just so I don't do things like that. Slash GPS silicone. Silicone. Not silicone. Well, either way. Let's go over here. Let's toss a bunch of stone in here. And I guess we can't toss our silicone in here, so let's go ahead and into our cargo container, toss that. Ooh, I just saw us get a decent amount heavier. Okay, so I'm actually going to increase the suspension power quite a bit then. I do not need my light on currently. So we're going to go front wheels, back wheels. Let's get our strength up to 30% actually. We're also going to increase the front wheel. What, steering angle? Let's make that a 20-degree steering angle. So if I left, right, I think that's pretty decent. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty decent. So we have 13 hours of power just sitting here. Why is our survival kit not processing the stone? Can't exactly. Item produced. Let's just let's turn it on and off again, I guess. Huh. Let's go to our gyroscopes. Yeah, let's bump those to, I don't know, 75% power. Oh, sorry. 0.75, 75% power. See how much we can move the ship with just gyroscopes. Our gas generator, I guess, is just our small H2O generator. And, alright, I guess that's what we got going for us. It's already nighttime, and I have the nighttime set to, like, every hour or so. So I'm going to zoom out here. Maybe we should head up the snow for easier ice? Huh. Ooh, that's a big, there's a big hole I didn't notice. Oh, jeez. Let's check out what's down here. Just a giant crevasse. Apparently. Oh, maybe there's like some good ore down here. I guess not. Oh, okay. Ah. Yeah, let's go back over to our rover here. And we are going to zoom in quite a bit more. We grab some silicon, some stone. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some magnesium, and then I'm going to drive around for a bit and see if I can find a nice place for us to live. And when I come back, hopefully it should be daytime. And I guess I will see you guys in just a bit. Alright guys, welcome back. What I'm going to be doing is I've gathered a little bit more materials down there, and I flew up in the air quite a bit just to get a good look around. I found the moon. It's over there. We're going to need to travel there to get gold, I believe, or gold's going to be very rare here on the planet. So there's an ice lake here and an ice lake over there, and I'm just taking a look at the surrounding area. That looks very mountainous. Not fun. That also looks very hard to traverse, I would say. So I'd say my best bet is trying to get my rover up and through these mountains, probably closer to following that station waypoint, and then getting down onto this ice lake, or seeing what's around that side of the planet at least. And I've got a decent amount of stuff. I probably should have gathered more ice, which I did not, but I think that's alright. And one thing that you guys will actually get able to see is I'll just go ahead and turn my dampeners off, and we'll go ahead and just start plummeting towards the planet at a blistering 250 meters a second. Sorry, 260 meters a second, which I'm actually going to turn these on and see how fast it takes to stop falling. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fly back down to the rover down here. And luckily I did not fall in that big crevasse over there. Slow down here. Oof. Alright. And I got a little bit of stone processed, not a ton, just a few K. So we got a little bit of iron and gravel. It's not a lot though. And so my plan of attack is, before I start going willy-nilly and building cool ships and all that, I guess what we're going to do is we are going to head towards that station. And I'm going to turn my lights on here because it is nighttime. And ooh, is that cobalt? Let's break here. Cobalt is absolutely necessary. It is a cobalt boulder. So we're going to stop, we're going to park, and what I'm going to do real quick is I'm just going to hand mine a bunch of this boulder, and I'm going to mark it on the GPS here. Cobalt boulder, or cobalt rock. So I'll be right back with you guys, and I'll see you in just another second. Maybe I'll make a time lapse of me getting over the ice lake, or maybe I'll just appear there for you. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do so far. But I'm going to gather a bunch of this boulder up, and I will see you guys at the ice lake. Alright guys, I'm bringing you back in because I was driving along in the rover, not to the ice lake yet. I did flip it, but I fixed it real quick. I found some gold and silver in the ground, but I want to fly up to this station real quick because it is white, which I believe means that it's not in a faction that hates me. So I believe that I can fly up to this and hopefully not die, and maybe I'll be able to take it over. See, 2 neutral signals, so I think I'll be able to take this over, but it might make them not neutral to me anymore. But I do have an easy takeover mod on, so that it should not hate me, or shouldn't fight me too much, so I shouldn't have to grind much of their ship for it to become mine. Let's control Z. Ooh, are they angry at me? Oh no, I discovered military? Oh, they don't look too happy. Let's go ahead and hop down here. So I believe I have auto dampening on. They have some guns going. Hydrogen thrust, which is kind of nice. Where do I get into this ship? Not at the back here. there's the cabin. See, I need to be able to access, actually be able to access this, or I won't be able to take it over. I think I can get in here. I think I can drop this's functionality. Unknown technology. I don't have connector technology? Okay, we're gonna have to fix that real quick. I shouldn't have progression on. I don't know if that's a game option. Alright, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fix that setting real quick. I shouldn't have progression on or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and fix that, and then I will be right back with you guys. So I think the most I have to do here is I need to get in here, and hopefully they won't hit me enough that I need to just grind this down till I can hack it, and then I believe that once it's at that point, I should be able to hop into the ship, go over here, and transfer to me, I believe. And we can make this the main cockpit, and we're going to go over here, and we're going to find the control block. Control, access denied, huh? I'm not sure exactly how this easy takeover mod works, but hopefully they don't hate me immediately. It's kind of cool ship though. So let's get down and out here. Ooh, big reactors right off the bat. Where is this control block that I'm looking for? Or if anything, I might look at a quick tutorial on how the easy takeover mod works and see how that goes. So I'm going to be right back again, and next time you see me, I will have this ship captured and under our control.